Yun. Hi.
Hi. Ayan. Sige, sige
Yun.
lang.
Hi guys. We're from Group 2 and we're going to talk about the altimeter. And I'm Ersojan P. Romero and I'm going to talk about the definition and introduction of an altimeter. Next to me is
Hi, my name is Miguel Nathaniel M. Vinoya. I'm from Section 3C, and I'm going to talk about the construction of an altimeter. Next to me is Mr. Patrick Sindak.
Hi, my name is Patrick Sindak and I'm going to talk about how does altimeter work. And
And
next to me,
lastly, and lastly, I'm Vincent Moises Giagin, BS Abtech from Section 3C. And I'm going to talk about who is the creator of Altimeter and its history.
So, that's all guys. So, we're going to get started. Simulan mo na, EJ.
let's go. Okay.
Let's
Okay.
go. Thank you.
Okay.
Are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain!
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain!
Oh!
So, hi guys, I'm here to talk about the introduction and definition of an altimeter. So, what is an altimeter? The name itself is already self-explanatory. So, altimeter, maybe you could think of an altitude instrument for measuring an altitude. So, that's right. So, the altimeter is one of the 6 basic instruments in an aircraft, and it is also one of the pitot systems. So, it's an instrument that measures the altitude of an aircraft above a given pressure level. So, it's the only thing and responsible for reading the altitude, nothing else. No instruments can do that aside from the altimeter. So, it's really one of the necessary instruments in the aircraft, and it's done. The most common types of altimeter is barometric. They determine altitude by measuring air pressure. As altitude increases, air pressure decreases. So it is inversely proportional. So this is because the density of air is lower or thinner at high altitudes. It exerts less pressure on the earth below. So its standard barometric level pressure is 29.92 mercury. Number 1. So the pressure is sensed by the aneroid vapor capsule, which expands and contracts when the pressure changes. The altimeter displays its measure through its hands and number, where each pointer shows its own increment with 1000 foot, 1000, so like that. So that's all. That's the introduction and definition of an altimeter. Thank you guys.
Hi guys, my name is Miguel Nathaniel M. Vinoya, and I'm going to discuss about the construction of an altimeter. So the construction of an altimeter, or how does it work? It comes with parts. So the altimeter is grouped along with the pitot static system, which use the pitot static port and the tube along with the VSI, which is the vertical speed indicator, and the airspeed indicator, and lastly the altimeter. So those 3 main parts, so they have the same components or their construction. So first off is the static port, which is outside the or it is mounted in the fuselage, going through in the aircraft and going through the altimeter. So the static port measures the static pressure that's coming in, and along with it, the altimeter has an aneroid inside, which it measures the pressure, and that aneroid is connected with gears that is connected to the pointer that indicates what is the pressure. So all in all, that is it. The static port, the tube along going through the altimeter, and the inside the altimeter there is the aneroid connected to the gears and the pointer. So that is it.
Altimeters measure height above particular pressure levels. To do this, they compare the pressure of outside static air to the standard pressure of 29.92 inches mercury of air at sea level, sensing the decreasing and increasing ambient pressures as the aircraft gain or loses its altitude. So after the static port sense the ambient air pressure, the air that is sensed by the static port is plumbed through the back of the parrot and into the back case of the altimeter. The inside of the altimeter, you will see there is a sealed disc that is called an aneroid or sometimes called bellows. So as you go up, the pressure inside the case decreases and the aneroid or the bellows expand. And as you go down, the opposite happens. Bellows are mechanically connected to the base of the instrument through gears, so that will cause the pointer to move. The last part will be the Colesman window that is located in the front scale, and that is where the pilot can set the current local pressure.
My name is Vincent Manses Giagi, BS Aptech Section 3C. I'm going to discuss who is the creator of Altimeter and its history. The first people who create Altimeter is Paul Kolsman. He was born on February 22, 1900 and died on September 26, 1982. In 1982, Paul Kolsman changes the way the pilot would fly by introducing the accurate barometric altimeter used by measure altitude by calculating barometric pressure. Paul Kolsman invented altimeter in the United States in 1928. Altimeter is a very important instrument in aircraft. It is the device that tells the pilot the height or the altitude of the aircraft because before of his invention, on cloudy or foggy days, the pilot could not be sure how far above they were. Paul Kolsman educated in Germany, studying science and technology before he immigrated to America in 1923 in hopes of selling a radical new automotive engine. He was introduced to altimeters during employment with the Pioneer Instrument Company. Working from his attic in 1928, he developed an altimeter with unprecedented accuracy. The Navy purchased 300 launching Kolsman Instrument Company. Kolsman acquired more than 100 patents, and the altimeter is considered one of the major milestones in aviation. A man of many interests, Kolsman was active in the mining industry and was granted many